What's up, everybody? BlueGabe. We are about to go hunting and catfishing. I know it's super bright right now. The sun is literally right there. First, I got to show you about a new adventure we're starting here at the house. If you know Crystal Beachy, you know she loves her gardening. What happened? Oh, I forgot about that. I'll tell you what's in there in just a second. First, we got to talk about our new endeavor. Right here, I have two 50-gallon drums that I've cut into thirds, as you can see. A white one, a blue one, obviously. Jake's got a drill. He's going to start drilling some holes, about 20 in here, because we're going to take that potting soil and put it in these raised plant beds, and Crystal's going to start gardening.
Vegetable gardens.
Vegetables. What do you plan on growing?
We're going to grow green beans, squash, tomatoes, lettuce and spinach.
Now, why are you dressed like an Eskimo right now when we're in Florida?
It's freezing today. It's like 70.
All right, Jake, start drilling some holes. Now, for those of y'all that follow along, you know we had chickens in the past. Luke absolutely loves chickens. And we had chickens here recently, but do you see this hole right here? Something got in there against all odds and killed every one of Luke's chickens. So we're gonna do a trapping video here soon, because I've got a trail camera right over there on that fence, and I've got a picture of a coyote, a bobcat, a bunch of coons, a possum. We don't know what it is, but we're gonna try to trap it. Redneck can go under that hole, it's so big. Something got in there in one night and killed all 7 of Luke's chickens. But we're gonna begin by planting a little bit of a garden. We got some already started tomato plants that we're gonna do first, and then Crystal bought a bunch of seeds that she's gonna plant inside. Once they sprout, then she'll bring them out here and put them in these raised beds. Now, you might wonder why we're doing this. I guarantee you, what you do know is how expensive groceries have been. And all the chemicals and all the crazy stuff that they're putting on vegetables these days, we're gonna start trying to grow it here at the house to where we know what's on our food. We're gonna get more chickens so we know what's in our eggs. We're gonna try our best to start eating as much organic food as we can, but not organic food from the store. Organic food that we grow. We know what's in it, and we know it's 100% organic. What are you doing, Luke?
I'm trying to practice to kill that coyote that killed our chickens.
Let's see. Throw that spear. Let's see how good you can do it. Son, you'd get him. You know what you need to do, though, is trim up these banana leaves. Now, we understand that the backyard's overgrown. We got weeds growing in places. It's because we haven't been out here much. We don't spend a lot of time out here, but now it's the time of the year. We're coming into spring. We're not quite there, but we're not far away. We're gonna build a fireplace out here where we can all sit. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff. Oh, that beautiful coconut tree. We're even gonna start eating some of those and make shaved coconut and some coconut desserts with our own coconuts. So we went with the organic raised bed garden soil from Home Depot. But what we're gonna do in the near future is go to some of the cattle ranches that we hunt and make the boys pick up a lot of cow poop. And we'll start using that in our gardens as well. Right here is the trail cam picture that I got the picture of the coyote standing right here. I got plenty of pictures of Redneck too. Right down here is a creek in our backyard. The kids love to play down there, but it's an awesome place for predators to come, all kinds of them. If you follow along, you've seen that creek before. And one of the reasons we're going hunting in this video is we can go get some wild game. Snipe are really good to eat. We can get some catfish out of the river. Right here, I've got just a piece of cardboard that I cut out the shape of this, and that'll keep any weeds from growing up in here. I think I guessed right, babe. It's gonna take 2 per drum. Or do you think that's enough? About half full?
I think we need a half of another bag.
We just really got enough to start. We're gonna only try to do 2 today because Crystal's seeds still gotta have time to grow. We got some onions already started and 4 tomato plants that are already going, and then Crystal's gonna plant the rest in seeds. If you're wondering what this horse mat is, this is for us shooting our bow. If you miss, this horse mat will stop your arrow. But I guarantee you, Jake and Luke's got about 10 arrows out there in the creek where they've completely missed.
We went ahead and bought 2 little cherry tomato plants. Gabe picked these out.
Husky cherry red.
Husky cherry red and a super sweet 100.
That's like me, super sweet.
Yeah. So we're gonna put both of those in this planter. And then you picked out something really interesting here. This is a lemon boy tomato. So it's gonna be yellow.
That's what made me pick it out, because yellow is your favorite color.
They are my favorite color. But they're supposed to be less acidic. So it should maybe be sweeter and less acidic. But we'll put these 2 in here. Right now, when I plant them, they should be good, but in a couple weeks, they're gonna grow and we're gonna have to stake them up.
Now, do we have to water them right away, or you think they'll be fine?
We'll put some water on them. I'm gonna leave this here so we can keep track of which tomato we like the best for next year.
All right, so you just got to see a tease of what we're doing here. We're doing a trapping video coming up soon. We're gonna catch that coyote or the bobcat, but I have to hire a licensed trapper. In Florida, you can't just go trapping stuff. Well, you can if you don't get caught, but unfortunately I'm filming it on YouTube, so I got to be legal. I'm gonna hire a trapper and we're gonna get that. We're gonna get some more chickens. Right now though, this segment's over with. We're headed to the Kissimmee River. It's been a long time since I've seen this river this flooded. We're up in like Laredo, Florida on the Kissimmee River. It's an actual floodplain. That's what it's for. I just haven't seen it this wet in a long time. All right, well, we had a definite change of plans. We didn't think the river was gonna be this high. We brought shotguns. We were gonna go snipe hunting. And if you don't know what snipe hunting is, let me just show you. It's a bird that flies super fast and lives out here in the floodplains, but normally it's got to be like soggy wet to maybe that much water, not 1.5 feet of water. So we're going to do the next best thing, catfish, which we planned on catfishing anyways, but we thought we'd snipe hunt, you know, early and then catfish right before dark.
I got a bite.
Never mind, my camera girl just got her a fish. That's a good one.
Dude, it's big.
What do you reckon it is?
An alligator?
There's huge alligators here.
Listen, it's big.
What were you using for bait?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Babe, we're fishing on the same boat.
Night crawlers, which have also been hit by inflation. It was $4.50 for 12 worms. Listen, this thing is big.
You got him foul hooked, but one thing you got is dinner.
2 hooks on here. Dude, he's big.
Yeah, he is.
Channels.
Look, you got him lassoed all sorts of different ways.
Gave me a chicken rig. Golly, he's wrapped up bad.
Oh, how does that even happen? Hey, we got a fish in the boat. So like I was saying, we're gonna do the next best thing and catfish for a little while and call it a day. I think this is a blast. One thing I do have that's super cool is something to cook on the boat, something that you can cook. It's super cheap, super easy, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. All right, so let me show you what we're using. 2 pieces of earthworm, 2 hooks, 17 fluoro, about 2 ounces of lead, and we're just chunking it out. You gotta glob it up on your hook. Luke, you got, uh-oh, Crystal.
You got one already?
What in the heck? I never expected to catch catfish like this. Dang. Y'all, we're gonna have us a fish fry. Another catfish on the board. Y'all, this might make for some fun fishing right here, right now. Look at this, son. We are on the meat. Y'all, I never expected to catch catfish like this in the middle of the day.
I just got a little bit of bad news.
What?
We only have 12 worms. I hope
I'm catching them on gizzards or on
Oh, you
liver.
are? Okay,
yeah.
good. All right.
You guys, it don't get no better eating than that right there. I got me a pile going. I just threw that one out. We got plenty of chicken livers though. How did you even accomplish that?
This is why I thought this catfish was so big. Like, he was not getting loose.
No, he wasn't. You might as well just cut that and I'll make you a new rig.
What a mess. We might be able to get it out.
What's he saying?
What's he saying, Luke?
He's not saying subscribe to BlueGabe?
Subscribe to BlueGabe.
Chunking him, oh boy, you better, go ahead. We need to get that cooler ready for these catfish, Jake.
That's
Dang, Jake's got a big one. Big old big one. You were on the meat.
Did not expect that.
At all. That's a nice one, Jake. He's all tangled up with Luke, too.
It's not bad. Grab that line.
Good one.
Flip.
If you watched my last crappie video and you saw those green rods that we were ripping crappie out of, look at that. ACC crappie stick. They come out with a spinning rod that is so nice. Get him, son. Just nice and steady. Look at this lure Jake left right up here for Luke to step on.
You feel big?
He's a nice one. All right, stop reeling. Son, that's a nice one. You can't go swinging catfish around. Only thing I wish I had was circle hooks. I know these J hooks are going to be a little bit of a pain for them swallowing it. But I like to take my pointer finger, pop it right out. Another fish in the boat. Nucks, son, nucks. Y'all, we're going to have one heck of a catfish fry at some point. Y'all, just look at the gear we have in the boat. I mean, we've got everything. Firewood, because we planned on finding some dry land. We got some shotguns, a ton of clothes, because today it's going to be super cold. Our EFC, Everglades Fishing Company dry bag, cast net, bunch of fishing poles, another dry bag back there full of clothes. We were prepared for war today. It's probably 75 degrees right now, but tonight it's going to dip down to 40. And if you've ever been to South Florida when it's 40 degrees, that's cold. We expected to be wet from walking out in the marsh, but it's not looking like it's going to happen today. I absolutely love this boat. We've got our power poles pinned down. We've got a little spike here pinned down. The current's coming around this point right here and creating like an eddy right there. Should be perfect for fishing. One thing about Crystal, when she starts fishing, she stops talking. It's like all business. Like, heaven forbid we miss a fish. She will get pissed off.
We should get a big one here in a minute.
I think right before dark we'll get definitely a big one. Who's gonna catch the biggest fish?
Me.
If you're into bird watching or looking at big alligators and just seeing beautiful South Florida, South Central Florida land, you can come up here on the river. Do your homework. There's several public boat ramps. You can come up here on John boat, an airboat, right now a bigger bay boat. You can have an absolute blast up here, the Kissimmee River. Look at that. Luke, reel, son. I got your fish. You're over there daydreaming. Reel, quick.
That's so big.
Stand up.
Get him, Lake.
Y'all see that? I was talking to the camera and still had to catch his fish for him. Real quick.
This is a big one. ACC crappie stick, man.
You gonna let this fish whoop you, Luke?
Get him, Lake. Dang, that's a big one.
Real quick. Don't let him get tangled up in Jake's.
Get him.
All right, stop reeling. Oh, the biggest one of the day.
Hey.
You lucky dog, you.
Good job, Lake.
Big one.
Big old biggin. Look at that. Look, you did good, son. He's got that hook way down in his belly. Got it. Well, we came to a conclusion that we need to start moving. We caught a bunch of fish real quick. We just made a move and started catching them again. They had slacked off for the last about 10 minutes. So if this is what it takes, we'll just keep moving.
Rolling on down the river.
We got one heck of a tangle up here.
Turn off the camera. Turn off the camera.
What do you got?
I got bait.
Oh.
Look how little this thing is.
That's a Sharpie.
Oh my, this ain't even big enough to be a Sharpie. Well, smallest fish of the day, Jake. They are chewing.
Oh, Luke's on.
Oh, this is gonna
no.
be fun. We got one tangle up and Luke's already hooked up. You're gonna, hold on, Luke, hold on, keep him in the water. He ain't getting off. Hold on, let me get this mess undone real quick. Just leave him in the water for right now. Luke, you can't be swinging catfish like that. These jokers got spines on them. Luke. I done snaked one of Luke's rods again. You can't have much more fun than this. Crystal and I have been out offshore the last couple of days. Windy, rough, nasty. Here we are on the river, having the most unstressful day ever. catching fish. I don't care what I'm catching as long as I'm catching something and things aren't breaking.
This boat, I don't think we've ever had to take it to the shop.
I wouldn't say that right now because we're a long ways from the boat ramp, but yeah, you are right. Oh, kitty cat. So we're just taking these chunks of liver, and liver does not stay on the hook very well. So you want it about a 1-inch cube. Then you just start double hooking it and triple hooking it, just like that. Because when you cast it, if you don't have it hooked good, it'll fall off. And then when you're fishing, it'll fall off just as easy. When you cast it, don't rip it out there, just nice and easy. I don't like to like sling it, I just like to lob it out there, let it softly hit the water so it doesn't fall off. This hole right out in front of us is about 20 foot deep. Here you go, Luke. You'll have one in just a minute. It's about 20 foot deep. There's a little bit of a sandbar out in front of us. It's under the water now when normally it's exposed. So the current rips around, comes on the backside, created a big hole, and it's real deep right there. Luke is flat wearing them out. You better give me some of the credit this time, Luke, for helping you.
It's a big one. I mean, look at that rod bend.
Don't drop your rod tip so fast.
Gosh, this is a big one.
You now got the biggest and the second biggest, and we got another tangle up.
It's even bigger.
Dang! We got a big old big one. You got a good one? He's spinning.
I like these rods. I think he's foul hooked. What do you think? Something's weird.
I think he's a catfish and he's coming in the boat. That's all that matters.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Got a bite.
Good. You just ripped his jaw out of his mouth.
He's probably gonna be tiny.
Look, you better be watching your rod.
What in the heck?
You letting him go upstream on us.
Nice one.
Oh man, I thought you had a big old.
That is a big one.
I thought you had a big old big one.
That is a big one. What do you mean?
I thought
Where's
you.
yours at?
I thought you. Look! 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 Look!
I'm on two.
That rod just about went overboard.
I don't want to reel mine up because I just got some.
Go, son, go. Luke's is not even in the same direction as yours.
He's not on yet. This is a big one.
Look, we just about lost our brand new rod.
Brand new rod.
He's a chunky one. Ooh.
You've caught every one of the big ones. I don't know how that's possible, but you have. What do you got, Jake?
Oh, there you go.
You and Crystal with these hook sets. Y'all are dang ripping their jawbones out.
There you go.
Swing him over here. I can't even cook. I got so many fish coming in the boat.
Another big one.
Hand him on here and I'll dehook him for you. Don't worry. Dad'll get him.
Oh, Luke's getting little hits. Don't reel it, Luke.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
Thank you very much.
Y'all, this liver does not smell good on your hands.
Oh,
Golly, y'all are tearing them up.
Oh, that was.
It doubled up.
Doubled up.
Triple. Can we get a triple? This is a big one.
Mine ain't a big one. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
We got to find somebody that wants some fish that loves catfish and give them a good mess.
No.
Swing him over here, Luke. That's good right there. Swing him over here. Good job. Now, what made me pick this spot we're at right now, this is the old river. Back in the day, there used to be a really wide, deep river running from Okeechobee all the way to Lake Kissimmee. Well, this is where it used to be. They pushed it in and they turned this all into a floodplain. Right here is the old river that's always been here. So they reverted it back into the old river. When it floods, it can go out there to the marsh and clean the water and send it north to Lake Okeechobee. That's your fun fact of the week.
I didn't know that.
Another fun fact is Bredos. Aubrey Arrington, my older brother, was a big part of this.
And I've got a fish.
Imagine that. Luke's got a fish.
He's a big one. Those rods put him to work. Oh, that's a good one.
All right, swing him in. I'll just go ahead and unhook all your fish, Luke. Don't worry about it. These freshwater catfish don't poke you near as bad as saltwater catfish would. You got one, babe?
Oh yeah.
Y'all are wearing me out. Go ahead, Luke.
There you go.
All right, let me show y'all what I'm about to do. Got me a little can cooker here. I had this idea today. I'm gonna make an awesome soup here on the boat, but I've got it all already pre-made. I just gotta cook it. I got some green beans, onions, potatoes, some chicken thighs cut up, and some carrots. I'm gonna try to not spill it. If you've never used a can cooker, these things are absolutely amazing. It's like a pressure cooker, and it will cook all of this stuff so much faster than it would in a normal pot. Try not to spill any of it. We know the lighting's not the best. We know we're on a boat, but this is a tip for you guys to be able to do when you're going out camping. That will be a huge improvement. So I'm gonna brown everything. Look in there, look in that pot.
It already smells good.
I'm gonna brown everything. And once it gets nice and browned, I'm gonna add some water. I did put 4 chicken cubes in there, bouillon cubes. Got some Lowry's garlic salt and some salt. That's it. Once I get the soup made, then I'll start tasting it. But this is something that you can do anywhere. You can take this little cooker and this can cooker, some Tupperware with a pre-made soup or anything you want to do, pretty much anywhere you want to go. You could literally put it in a backpack. Wind just started gusting out of nowhere. So you can see right there, it's a multi-fuel portable cooking cooktop from Seth McGinn's can cooker. He's a good friend of mine. These things right here are legit. Got everything pretty much browned, and it smells absolutely amazing. Now all I'm gonna do is add some water. I'm gonna fill it up to about the top of the chicken. Right there. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, probably let it cook for 30 minutes. I went ahead and clamped it down. There's a little O-ring right here that makes a tight seal. And the only place for the steam to exit is that teeny little hole, and that's what creates like the pressure cooking part of it. This thing can make anything you want to cook in half the time of a normal pot. And it doesn't take up much room. Just a little burner, little pot. We're gonna be eating good in the hood.
You gonna bite?
No.
A little snack? Appetizer?
Appetizer. Look at how Luke's sitting. I sit like that too. If you guys could smell what's coming out of there, you'd lick your phone or TV screen, I can promise you. Alligator? Mudfish? Skipjack tuna?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's running. It dang sure is not acting like a catfish.
Oh, it's just a catfish.
That's just a catfish.
It's a good one though.
We just moved over here out of the wind. Right over there is where we were sitting, and the wind was ripping across. We're not going to get as good of a sunset now, but at least we're not in that wind. And just like normal, we moved spots just, I don't know, 70 yards and right back to catching fish as soon as we stop. The soup is officially done, folks, and we are starving. Y'all, you don't even know what this smells like right here. Luke, are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you just look at it? Can you smell it though, folks? We even got fancy and brought us some butter, some bread. Where'd my stirring spoon go though? Right here. Look at that. You could do this. I mean, honestly, you could make this soup and clean these catfish and put the fillets in there, and it would be really good too. A little bit of catfish soup.
Are we cooking the catfish too?
No, we're not going to cook the catfish now. Look at that, folks. But can you smell it, Luke? Come down here and get you a piece. You got a spoon, so you don't have to get salmonella. You got a spoon. Come on, Jake, dig in. I can't believe you're not over here attacking it yet, Cristal.
Smells good.
It's gonna be hot, Loki.
Kind of awkward to be staring at that catfish while I eat.
You know it's good if Luke's not talking, he's just eating. You like the flavor of it?
Oh yeah, really good.
Them carrots are fit.
Fit to eat.
Fit to eat. I knew you'd like it because it'd be a soup and warm you up on a cold day.
Perfect.
Luke, what do you rate it?
10 out of 10.
He gave me a 10 out of a 10. High five, Luke. What do you rate it, Jake? Don't lie.
I'm rated a 7. I think if you put some different seasonings, like some more,
Spruce it up.
a 7.
Tell him, Luke, that's not even fair. The reason I cut the chicken up and cut the potatoes up and left the carrots whole is I wanted everything almost the same size so it cooked evenly. And you can see these potatoes just perfect. Chicken, perfect. Luke ain't said a word.
He was hungry. He's been really eating a lot lately.
Yeah, he has. I swear these kids have grown about 6 inches each in the last month. Well, that's about as easy as it gets right there. It comes in this little carrying case. The pot itself, you don't want to lose this O-ring. We ate almost all of it. Are you done, babe? You done, Luke? Guess what? The fish can have the last little bit left. We've almost got this cooking on the boat and the sandbar down pat. Store it back away just like we had it. Clean it when you get to the house. Easy peasy. One little gas can, some sweet tea to end the day. So what do you think the verdict is? What did we catch more on? Worms or liver?
I think it was pretty equal. I know you were feeling the chicken livers, but I was catching most on worms. And I'm usually a chicken liver girl.
I'm gonna say we caught more on liver because I know Luke caught about 20 of those.
Just cause y'all were in the honey hole.
That is true. The sun's about to set and it is going to be gorgeous. The wind slicked out. There's pretty much none right now. Oh man, it doesn't get any prettier than this. But in true Florida fashion, now that that sun's starting to drop, it is getting cold. Luke's getting dressed. Jake put his clothes on. Now Crystal's got the same amount. I did put me a hoodie on. When that sun gets all the way below the horizon, it starts to get dark. Call us sissies up north. Y'all can call us sissies all you want. Until you've been in Florida when it's really cold, you just don't know what it's like. Right here's another example why I love power poles so much. We're in about 5 foot of water. You can see the current going. They're holding us just as true as can be. All right, folks, that's it. We will see y'all in the morning. The surprise has arrived. Right there in that package that Crystal and I just went and picked up from FedEx is my all new 2024 Pro Drive. Is it looking good?
It smells good too. It smells new.
Were you just peeking at it?
Yeah.
Let's give you all a
It
little
says
peek.
Right in there. Full power reverse.
The best thing though is it has instant reverse as well. We just picked it up. Tomorrow me and my dad and Crystal will put it on. I'm gonna sell this one. This one only has 97 hours and has cost me and caused me that much stress and money. That motor has never broke down. It's never left me stranded. I don't even know how to describe just how awesome that motor's been. This entire boat. You've seen videos of us driving it through sticks and beating it to death. 0 scratches. The boat's been absolutely flawless. A Pro Drive. It's been the best boat I've ever had. Not 1 ounce of stress. The only tiny little scratches are down here where we've bumped some rocks. The motor's never broke down. I've never had to replace the prop. I've never had to replace the muffler. Nothing. It's been flawless. But I did want some instant reverse, and here it is. And if you don't know where I'm at my dad's house that I grew up, or my parents' house that I grew up in most of my life. I ran bobcats for dad for 20 years. This barn wasn't here. It's new. My mom's got her a garden. I'm still confused on why they've got this pull fence around their corn, but I'm sure they got the reason. Are we gonna build one like this at the house, babe?
The thing around it?
No, the raised bed. We need a big one.
I want one that big.
Crystal said she wants her a raised garden this big. They've got 2 of them.
Babe,
Huh?
did you know this was a 60 horse?
It's a 60.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say we got 20 more horsepower than before.
You got really excited.
All right, folks, you've seen the new motor. You're gonna see us put it on the boat and take it out in the next video. Tomorrow though, we're going to Sebastian Inlet, going for big jumbo shrimp. Gonna try to catch some big jumbo redfish and hopefully some big jumbo snook. That's it for this video though. Just a fun day in our life. A little bit of gardening, a little bit of ripping lips, a little bit of a new motor, and a little bit of my parents' house. That's it though. We'll catch you in the next one. Like Jake always says, it's time to get up out of here and get the heck out of shape.